Thank you. And I thank the chairwoman of the Agriculture Committee for her work. This is legislation that saves taxpayers literally tens of billions of dollars while strengthening the safety net and provides adequate revenue and nutrition for literally millions of people, children, seniors, people on disability, people that work in low-income jobs. That's also important in this agriculture bill. Madam President, I ask that those remarks be placed in a different place in the record.
Without objection.
In the years leading up to the financial crisis, the biggest banks and lenders created new ways to make record profits off of consumers. They made predatory loans to working class families. They created prepaid cards with exploitive fees. They gave out student loans to first-generation college students with interest rates sometimes as high as 20%. Today, millions of consumers are still trying to recover from these unscrupulous practices while companies keep looking for new ways to increase their profits at the expense of these consumers. Congress created the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to protect Americans from consumer fraud and abusive fees and products. I thank the presiding officer today for her role in this before she came to the United States Senate. More than 700 days and nearly 4 weeks since its creation, more than 700 days since its creation, American citizens are now just getting to vote for a consumer watchdog to head the organization. Because of the CFPB, consumers who can now decipher credit card applications and now have help correcting erroneous credit reports. Because of these successes confirming—
Order in the Senate.
Thank you, Madam President. Because of these successes, confirming Richard Cordray as the director was the right thing to do. We know where he stands. We know whom he stands for as a strong advocate for consumers and families and small businesses. No one doubted Richard Cordray's qualifications or temperament for the job. This is the first time in American history when one party did not refuse to confirm a candidate, a nominee, because they didn't like the agency. A terrible precedent set, which thankfully, a number of our colleagues understood as we discussed last night that this was important to move past that. Richard Cordray served—
Take your conversations outside, please, senators.
Richard Cordray served as Ohio's first state solicitor. He's represented the U.S. government before the Supreme Court. He has been elected the Attorney General and the State Treasurer of Ohio. He's received bipartisan accolades and support from Ohio's business and consumer groups. Let me share a bit of a letter written by a Republican member of Congress from my home state, Representative Steve Stivers. Rich has always proven himself hardworking, collaborative, and pragmatic. If you take the time to evaluate Rich's character and disposition, you'll find him to be an individual who listens to your opinion and seeks mutually acceptable solutions, unquote. Representative Stivers is right. Under Cordray's leadership, the Bureau has earned praise from industry and consumer groups alike for the rules that it's come up with. It has already recovered millions of dollars for consumers from credit card companies, from credit repair companies, and others. That's why consumers won a victory today and should be happy that the 2-year process that has confirmed Richard Cordray as finally coming to an end, we can now move forward.